Everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have a holiday card for you guys using one of the bundles from our current holiday catalog. The bundle that I am using today is called Dashing Deer, and that is what I created this with. Let me show you this beautiful set. So this is a clear mount stamp set, so that means it's red rubber. There are lots of beautiful images in here, but I also love the sentiments. And there's the coordinating dies for these images. So I have a couple of them already pulled out for our project today, but you can see there's some wonderful accents that you can cut multiple times at once. Here's a beautiful deer. The one we're using on the project is gorgeous. And then you have a few more in this set. So you can buy this as a bundle and save 10% in my online store. This is a wonderful festive set if you're getting ready to create your holiday cards. You have to start early if you're sending a lot like I do. So let's go ahead and tell you about our supplies. Our card base is a piece of old olive. This is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Whisper White. This is 3.5 by 4 1/4. I have a piece of the Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper. This is cut, what did I say now? Let me double check myself. It's this is 3 by 4 1/4, and the Whisper White is 3.5 by 4 1/4. In case I reversed those, I apologize. This is another piece of the Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper we're going to use to punch. I am using crumb cake, a little scrap of real red. We are using soft suede and old olive ink. And then we are also going to be using our mixed satin ribbon in the real red. And then for our embellishments, we're using the Santa's Workshop Enamel Shapes. I'm going to be using the Everyday Label Punch as well, and our old olive Stampin' Write marker. So a bunch of fun things today. Alright, so let me grab, try not to lose my die there. Let's go ahead, we can start with some stamping. So I'm going to score, whoa, there goes my bone folder, my piece of old olive. We can go ahead and adhere actually our Designer Series paper with our Whisper White. And if you wanted to punch something out of this before you adhere it down, this is a great time to do that, to save paper. And this is also going to be, I forgot to mention, my team's make and take project. So each month I try to send a card kit to all of my team members with a little goodie. And this month they are getting a couple surprises, so I won't ruin the surprise, but this is one of the projects that we're going to do. Alright, let's punch our Everyday Label out of our other piece of Designer Series paper while we're here. Alright, and then we're going to do a bit of stamping. So I have a scrap piece of grid paper here. I'm going to open up my old olive, and what I did is I laid down my layer, and just with a pencil I kind of made a little mark for myself so I could see where my border, and then I did some background stamping. So I took the sentiment Many Merry Thanks, and I did some stamping, and then I also stamped off. So I wanted this to kind of come outside of our paper. Let me see where my line is over here. And you could totally, overlap here as well. So if you wanted to fill that in, give us another different look. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so let me clean my stamp real quick. Now we can go ahead and put this down onto our base. Okay, so now with our ribbon, I'm going to take about 16 inches or so. Doesn't have to be precise. And we are going to lay this down. So I like to put a little bit of adhesive right there, and I'm going to let this hold my ribbon for me. And I like to have my fold, loose, just to give a little bit more, feel to the card. Where's my glue dots? Here we go. Let me take my pick tool. I'm going to grab one of my glue dots. We're going to set that there, and then this will kind of hold things for me. Okay, so I think I want a little bit over with my ribbon, so I'm just going to trim that. We'll use that piece somewhere else. Alright, so now let's take our everyday label. We're going to put adhesive on those edges because we want to be sure it sticks well over our ribbon. Make sure it's straight. Okay, now let's go ahead and stamp our reindeer. So I'm going to bring in that beautiful big reindeer with my soft suede. We're going to ink that up. I just re-inked this, so hopefully we'll get a nice image. That looks good. Alright, let's lay that down. Let's give that a nice press. I love the pattern in this deer. Gorgeous. Okay. Alright, so now we can go ahead and grab our Big Shot and do our die cutting. One of the things that intrigued me about this set is, the intricate deer and then having the dies. I love to have the dies because it's definitely something you would not want to fussy cut. Okay, that looks good. Alright, let's roll this through. Beautiful. Look how lovely that just pops out. Okay, and now with that little scrap of real red, we are going to die cut the little flower to use on our deer. Let's roll that through. Oh, let me get my piece. Okay, so you can see here, I'm trying not to pop out those little pieces. I'm going to leave those in. So I do want it just like that. Alright, let's bring back our card. We're going to use some of our multi-purpose glue here for our reindeer. Black, I didn't clean my stamp yet, but going to give that a nice press. I actually can clean that with my chamois while it's sitting here. Love our simple chamois. Moisten it and leave it while you craft. It's awesome. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead now, and I'm going to put a glue dot to the back of our little flower. Right there. I'm going to grab one of these green enamel shapes. We are going to set that down right there, and now we just have to do our sentiment. So on a scrap piece of Whisper White, I am going to ink up the Mary with my old olive marker. Instead of masking, did I touch that? I think I did. Let me clean that off. Instead of masking off the other words, using your marker is very easy. easy to do. So you're going to rub that over your sentiment. Okay, and then we're just going to huff. And that will moisten that ink. And then we're going to stamp that right down. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this out. Alright, so then we're going to trim this out. And I'm going to take a little bit more off of this side, just like that. And again, I'm going to keep it easy on myself. I'm just going to use a glue dot right in the center of the R. And then we're going to put this down, just like that. And that completes our card. Aren't they pretty? I just love them. It does, I'm getting pumped up and excited about creating my holiday cards, and I think this Dashing Deer set is just a gorgeous one to have, because you can incorporate it with so many things in the holiday catalog. So I thank you guys, as always, for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you're new watching me today and want to see future videos. You can find a full supply list of all the materials that we used in today's project in the description of the video, and you can pick those up in my online store using this month's host code. Please feel free to reach out if you don't have a demonstrator and would like a holiday catalog. I'd be happy to send you one, as well as our annual catalog. Leave me a comment, send me an email. You can find that in the description as well. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.